Aries, I hear, could you immerse yourself in the knowing that your choices have been made based on loyalty? Could these choices of friends be what you've been looking for all along? Let's have a look and see what is presented to you. This is the Arcana Veil for the Aries Collective. We have Pisces. Pisces could be in your chart, or you could be using Pisces aspect principle within mystery. Mysticism, specifically something that requires you to dig into it. 10th house here, ambition. Can something like that become a part of your life process? We have the 9th house here, spirituality, ideologies, etc. So you are going on a sentimental journey, on a deeper spiritual quest, it seems, delving into the mysteries of what is loyal to you. Sometimes we have to hold out certain aspects that can be measured based on what they present to us. Sometimes it's important just to take note of what it is that we're truly looking for within ourselves. I'm also seeing that there's, for some of you, parts that you've been looking for to realize, to realign. Someone's working on realigning themselves. Realignment is always good based on what we've experienced. There's a lot of presentations here based on looking for something deeper than what you know already. And in this way, is it through your work, or is it through your experience with what you encounter at work? From what I can see here, if it's not work, it's people around you. Certain things are changing. You are being shown these changes. We'll have a look and see what the tarot has to say. What can we see for Aries to explore? We have the Two of Coins here. We have the Termite Spirit. We have Free Will. And we have Mystery Magic. I'm not laughing at you, just... And we have Death. Okay, new deck. Well, old deck. New old deck. Okay. Aries, you are making a choice about certain things in your experience, in your pathway that you've needed to clarify for some time. First intro part of your reading suggested that you are actually questioning the validity or the loyalty of certain things that you used to know. So you're measuring certain things for what it holds for you, while I'm also seeing some of you are actually deciding whether certain people are actually the right fit for you in your life. Are you making that choice now, going into a particular direction that will support you? Is there certain belief that you have experienced that will determine whether you are more fit, or whether it is more a fit for you than what other choices, things, or persons would be? Reforming or realigning the self definitely requires a lot of changing up of things and energies around you. The Termite Spirit, though it is often appeared or depicted in nature as something that could be devastating towards trees or houses and such, in its nature, in its true nature, when balanced, the Termite Spirit would definitely represent tenacity and the ability to survive through hardships in the worst ways, in weather. If you have a lot of wood. Your offerings, the things that you could use to make fire, could often be eaten up by the termite. But in actual fact, what you need to look at, you can look at it in different angles here. Use the angles of your insight to observe that you are able to have the choice to decide how you see what you know. Does it hold up? Does it hold strong, strength, presence, substantial reality versus something that is on the surface, superfluous, easily being destroyed? There is the choice that you're making in that direction, and using your free will in order to do that, because that as part of your development going forward. Does this person hold the value for me to withstand? Will this person support me through thick and thin, through all of the highs and the lows? Is there merit? Is there validation, and validity in what is being presented? And we have the mystery magic here, obviously just reaffirming that you are on this journey to discover the truest parts of what you seek, to measure, to see if it actually lines up in support of you. We have the death here. Obviously, it's going to become something that will be very much based on how you will now then decide to cut off things that don't support you versus things that will support you. So with change, there is always death. It is the non-electric version of the tower, is how I always see death. The death that takes place in the material, it's the earthquake, basically. So with choices that you make would come with earthquake-like natures and states based on most the responses of what people might even say, like, Aries, are you doing that? My God, I can't be your friend anymore because you're weird, is what I'm hearing. But in actual fact, Aries is building their own true deeper self nature here with their free will, which is at the space of the heart, which not many can say it is a very powerful place to have your free will in, because what is in the heart desires, and there is the free will to action that belief, that experience, that encountering of events, of discernment. Let's have a look and see what is in the underworld, or the underworld. We have judgment under the Two of Pentacles here, very prominently presented under the mystical, intuitive, imaginative, Piscean aspect of the personality, which is actually quite powerful, because some may commune with those that have passed away, which is actually quite a wonderful gift to have, because it suggests something about your gifts. Your psychic gift is coming through quite strongly. We have the Six of Wands here, most powerfully aligned and underneath, going in through the cave. Let me show you this image. It's quite a cool picture. This is a depiction of Plato's cave. Okay. And we have that underneath, the termite spirit and the mystery cave. So you are definitely going through this process now. You are on this track of rediscovery, of reevaluating what brings you the form of choices. For some of you, I'm hearing work-wise, you're encountering new ideas that you'd like to incorporate in your work. Some may even have taken up a new way of praying. I'm seeing there's a lot of expansion taking place. Pisces allows for expansion to take place, especially because of the nature in which it's presenting itself in your read right now. Underneath the free will, let's see. We have the Page of Wands. How powerful is that? I mean, how very cool is that? Another wand. You have a lot of wands here with a lot of fire lit. I'd say you are exploring something that is very relevant to the truest part of your nature here. We have the Page of Wands. There's not much that can actually be added to the forming of this experience other than to know that you've got the light within. You've always had it with you. You've always had that insight to discern which people are good for you and which are not. You've also had the sixth sense, which is very well depicted here as part of where you're wanting to drive yourself towards. What is this mystery magic that you are encountering? Which is actually just a repeat of the same thing. The horse with the laser eyes, Knight of Vessels. I love this for you because it symbolizes the nature of the self in the exploration of the soul, in where the soul is governed, where the soul is being led into. It comes up as profoundly relying itself here, realigning and relining the pathway for you. Your path is marked on the map which you have created. And the Knight of Vessels indicates a releasing of all of that energy that perhaps may have felt at certain points superfluous. Perhaps at some point what people had said to you may have been mysterious. But you know, it takes a lot of balls to match when you are on this journey, because the journey is not one that is chosen but chooses you. When you are on that pathway of your spiritual awareness, your awakening, the light within you aligns you to the avenues of which the pathway takes you. Some of you may explore magical experiences, magical encounters, magical works of magic, possibly. Though I'm seeing that you are actually being led with the guidance of the soul that has to decide, if it feels really off, I'm out. So that's good. That is your free will. The ability to have the healthy discernment to decide, I'm not going to be chasing ghosts in an old house so that I can become initiated into this special secret order, for example. That's not what it's meant here to be. It's meant to say that you are very much in a reforming stage of your own development, which relates. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word. Maybe you're trying to find a way to realign yourself to what relates to you, like that. However, the energy suggests here that you have the free will to decide how to do that and to make sure that you don't leave your wood pile out for termites to get hold of. And maybe some of these termites are your friends, or some of your friends maybe. Maybe you're making a decision in not letting that happen. Let's have a look and see further for you here. We have the Knight of Swords. Take care to not rush in to what you don't always understand. It may make you feel a little tied up. But remember now, with what you start off with. Like I said, I've always thought the Eight of Swords is actually quite a funny card, because you've got, if you ever needed to protect yourself, the damsel has her swords right there with her. She can actually protect herself with whatever she knows her thoughts to be. We have there's quite a few energetic elements coming through here is saying to me that some of you may overthink certain things, and you're being advised not to overthink on anything that you're doing right now, but to decide, if this is going to be good for my soul, I will be guided to go through this process because it will be good for my soul. If you set that in place, you will determine the pathway of the energy to come to you in that particular way. You will be in control of that, of the way it streams to you, to put it like that. Others may try to follow you and wanting you to, come back here. We want to eat some more of your wood pile. Some termites might actually be rushing after you to come and eat some of your wood. You're being shown you must protect yourself through there. This is only for some of you, to protect your wands, to protect your masculine, creative fire energy. Create that, protect that, to not let it have any access to, or being accessible by other forces or outsiders, perhaps. I want to see what is there by the death, because clearly, because of what you are dying off or ending, it creates a bit of a chaos. This is almost like a tower for you, Aries. Let's have a look and see. What is that? Oh, the Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, now that's very interesting, isn't it? What's basically happening here is you're... Okay, some of you may be taking a chance and actually breaking away from maybe old conventional ways of thinking, because there's a lot of action going on here in the mind. You're actually moving yourself slowly away from things that don't really give you that substantial food energetically anymore. And so others of you are venturing off and exploring the deeper natures of the truest self, deepest path of your metaphysical journey in a magical way. While others may perceive what you're doing as completely, absolutely horrific. You're shocking your family. You're shocking them. I always think, when one shocks the family, what did they think of you for them to become so shocked? With what did they hold the idea in place to feel so shocked? Were they that unobservant to begin with? It's just a thought, I'm just thinking out here with you. Let's have a look at the outcome for Aries. Knight of Cups. Place right here, going towards the most amazing journey of your experience with your cup. The part of your soul, the soul is the cup. The Knight of Cups, protecting the soul through mental endeavors, through people saying things to you, making you think certain things, wanting you to think a certain way. For others of you, choices being made, not choosing a certain particular work type, or actually just not keeping quiet, being very fiery in a place that feels quite cold, and dealing with some people that you know close to you, that you are basically telling a few things, a few hard truths, home truths that are hitting rather hard, but doing it with gentle care, as it is the nature of who you are at heart. Aries, this was your collective reading. This was the Arcana Veil. Until next time.